The gleaming skyscrapers of Hong Kong have long been a magnet for foreigners. After working here for 7 years, they can apply for permanent residency, offering the same rights as local citizens. But one group of migrants is excluded. More than 300,000 domestic helpers, supplying the city with an army of low-cost workers. Fely Tabay is a helper from the Philippines. She's lived in Hong Kong for 17 years. The last 9 with the Lee family.
No, I add sugar.
It's very unfair because we are just the same as a worker. So how come those other people, they will allow after 7 years to apply as a residence here? They can get the residence after 7 years. How come for us domestic worker cannot?
Daly doesn't want to settle in Hong Kong, but as a resident, her own child would be allowed to move to the city. Now, Hong Kong's highest court could help that happen. 2 domestic workers are challenging the law. They won the right to residency back in 2011, but the decision was overturned in an appeal by the government. Their lawyer now has one last chance to win the first case of its kind in Asia.
There hasn't been any proper study on how this could benefit Hong Kong. It's all been doom and gloom, and I think so. Another reason for why this case is important is really how we view society, how we want to go forward. Do we want to have a more diverse, society, international city, or a city that perhaps is considered racist, really, in some ways with respect to this case?
But the case has divided the city. Protests 2 years ago against granting maids the right to residency. Opponents from the biggest party in Hong Kong's government claim it would lead to a flood of applications.
If we have too many people at the same time asking for all the social resources, for example, healthcare, education, that would be a huge problem.
But there's no official study of how many maids would be eligible for residency. One group representing them says the government should recognise the economic contribution of helpers.
We migrant workers contribute to the economy of the Hong Kong. So we are part of the society. So we need also be part to right of a vote.
A ruling in favour of the domestic workers would open the doors for others to apply. And for Fely, the right to residency would be the right to watch her daughter grow up alongside her.